Child of God, look, things are starting to make sense here, aren't they? You know how when you grew up, you felt like an outcast? You felt like there was just something different about you. You couldn't fit in. I mean, at times you could, but there was just something different about you. It's like God gave you the light. Like you were chosen, right? It says in the Bible that you were predestined. Like you're truly God's elect. Like it sounds arrogant, but you're one of God's favorites. Truly. And so he made sure, as you were living your life, before you found God, going your own way, being influenced by those around you who were not predestined, you slowly became less of yourself and more detrimental to your true self. And a lot of us, we were seen at our worst. The people around us really saw us at our worst. But this was all orchestrated. It was planned by God. He has a big plan to use you and to prove to others that have been pointing the finger and talking down on you. Now you woke up, right? You were given life. Gifted the Holy Spirit. And he has been working in your life ever since you surrendered to him and his will. So it's since that moment, the greatest moment of your life. At first it seemed like things were being stripped from you, right? You might have lost jobs, houses, vehicles, family, friends. You made the conscious decision to live your life solely for God and to seek his will, right? And he had to start stripping things away from you. But that's not the life he wants to live, or he wants us to live. He had to remove these things, again, showing those people around you. It's almost like he's tricking them through you, since they want to be so proud and envious and act in all these weird ways. He's been testing you, making sure that you lean on him, that he's building your faith, right? And so we've gone through seasons since being reborn in losing a lot of things. But that stage of our walk with God was to align us with his will. And a lot of you are still seeking, what does God want me to do? How is he going to use me, right? But as your walk continues, he reveals your assignment. And then he gives you vision. He shows you how he wants you to be able to work for him, to receive what he has in store for you, right? So God had a plan. He purposefully allowed others to see you at your worst. And you've probably tried to get them saved, right? You've tried to speak truth into them, right? Tried to bring them along with you, and they took it the wrong way, right? The demons within them, forced them to act in evil ways. A lot of their intentions are covert and behind the scenes, maybe trying to sabotage your life. But it's all been intentional, and this is all biblical, right? And it's so reassuring that our lives are aligned with the scriptures, like without even trying, right? How amazing is that? So once you start stepping into your assignment, God's will, and finding your purpose in sharing what you've been through, what you've learned, your experiences, your testimonies. He wants to be able to provide. And it's crazy because I'm catching glimpses of what the future can hold. And this goes for all of us. He's going to exalt us, the humble, for being obedient, submitting to his will, being moldable, right? And working for the kingdom. He wants to prosper us righteously. And those that have tried to bring you down, your haters, the closest people around you that saw you at your worst, are going to see you rise. And maybe they already are. You're probably working on your health. You're probably God's getting things in better alignment with you. Maybe you're finding a new job, which it's a stepping stone for your purpose, right? He is aligning you with what he wants you to do. And it's going to be mighty. Just as he forced people to see you at your worst, he's going to make sure that those same people see you thriving, right? It's amazing. It's amazing. And we need to make sure that we, keep our heart intact in the sense that we can forgive them without forgetting what they've done. He's increasing our discernment and our awareness of the people around us and their true intentions. And as long as we abide in how he wants us to move, and a lot of times, there's some confusion when it comes to like serving others, right? He wants us to not be people pleasers, to seek his will, right? Love your neighbor, but not drain yourself in pleasing others. He's trying to show you who you are, and he's building you into the man or woman of God that he wants you to be, which is influential, inspiring. You're going to bring people out of Egypt that are in stages of life where you've already been. And it's going to be fulfilling. It's not going to feel like a job. And you're going to be blessed. You know how they say, when you do what you love, it doesn't feel like you worked a day in your life? That's what it is. He's trying to align you with whatever that is for you, right? So it's exciting. He's freeing you from the snare of the enemy. And he's reassuring you that you're right where he wants you to be. He knows you're human. He knows you're flawed. He has grace and mercy. And he works with you, right? And it's out of our love for him that we continue to allow him to finish the work that he started in us. Think of how far you've came already. It's amazing. It's amazing. So you know that with all that you've been through, you know, you have the capability of sharing all of that. None of it goes to waste. At the right time, on the right day, while you are aligned, you'll be able to speak these things to those individuals that need to hear it. God has a group of people out there that need to hear what you are going to be sharing. And that it's going to be more than help. It's going to be freeing for them. You're going to get people closer to God. You're going to give people hope and encouragement. He's shifting our mindsets. You know, he's really showing us how to have joy amidst our trauma and our circumstances. You're truly going to do something bigger than you thought. You know, we lost hope when we were at the lowest point in our lives. And then we were born again. And we're like, Lord, I will do whatever you want me to do. Well, for me, 3 years later, he had to show me a lot. I've consumed a lot. And then he was like, okay, get to it. And it's like, I didn't even realize, like I thought I was on cloud 9 with God, consuming all this information. And I can't even explain this. Yeah, I can't do it justice. But when he was pushing me to start speaking, it was like a whole new level. It was like a breakthrough. It was like, wow, hope. He started to give me vision, and it's like I had to step out in faith in approaching this. And along the way, he has, you know, slowly brought some increase to my life. And I know that this is the way. Like a lot of you are going to step into that season of your life very soon. Very soon. It's just amazing. It's really going to happen to where he will exalt you in front of your enemies in such a way that they're going to be forced to be like, wow, I wish I would have listened to him back then. Because look, now he has everything he wants. He's got his salvation intact too. He's blessed beyond measure. He has pets. He has freedom to do what he wants. He works when he wants. He don't even work. He just loves what he does, and the Lord is blessing him for it. So we got to get there, and we have to do the will of God for him to open doors, right? To level up. And it's just amazing. Like no one understood me at all until I started speaking. And he's been bringing you guys, people from around the world that get it. And it's amazing. It's only the beginning too. And he's still revealing to me like who I am. I'm still, like, in some ways, I'm afraid of saying the wrong thing. Like, I'm afraid of being myself, whoever that is. And I know that he wants to, like, I know that he wants me to speak speak my mind, speak my thoughts that he's given, the things that he has brought me through, to be myself. Be yourself, because no one else is you. No one else has your exact, DNA. No one has your gifts. And this is part of the journey. It's part of your evolution. It's part of who you're becoming, more of yourself, which is a highly admirable, helpful asset to the kingdom of God. So I have a lot to learn, and I'm thankful to be sharing what I have learned and what I went through and the excitement that there is. Like, I'm aware that we feel down at times. Satan tries to get at us in many ways. And I'm so encouraged by the brothers and sisters out there that are keeping us sharp, right? Picking us up when we're down. And I hope to be able to do that for you guys as much as I can along the way. So, again, I felt led to come on here and share some joy, excitement, some hope, and to remind you guys that God has a plan. He has a plan, a good plan. So hang in there. It's going to be a beautiful day. I better get to the gym. I'm going to do that after I click off here in a sec. So let's stay hydrated. Do our best to get some healthy nutrition in us. Seek the Lord. Do some reading. Spend a little less time with our phones. I think I might take initiative and start plugging my phone in at night in the room next door. I think that would be beneficial for my sleep and, to wake up with clarity and not feeling so groggy. So those are just some random thoughts. Anyways, stay tuned and God bless.